Hey everyone, it's Tina Brigley, and I am here with some of you already know who this is, Careeta Robert Green, who is the Unwrap Your Gift lady. I interviewed her, but she's here with a really different message today. She's here to share what happened when she stopped dreaming and started believing in the last 4 weeks. 4 months, 4 weeks. It seems like 4 weeks, everything popped.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Careeta, tell us, where were you 4 months ago? What was your experience like? Because you're a badass coach. You have clients. You're up to big things. But 4 months ago, where were you kind of stuck or stopped?
Yeah. Firstly, thank you for having me, Tina. I'm really grateful to be here again. I have so much love, so it's so good to be here. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I was saying 2010, I became one of the youngest certified life coaches in the UK. I'm not going to go into that full deep story just yet. I'm going to talk about the last 4 months. And in terms of my journey, I was an offline coach and I wanted to come back to the online coaching world. And obviously, it's evolved quite a lot. And one of the challenges that I was facing was that I just didn't want to be visible online. I didn't want to show up. I wanted to be in the background. And that doesn't really work when you are running an online business. So, one of the challenges that I had was, who am I being when I was choosing that I didn't want to do lives on LinkedIn or on YouTube or on Facebook? I didn't want to do those things. So one of the reasons why I worked with you, Tina, was because I wanted to show up powerfully online. And I saw you killing it. I saw you killing it online. And I was like, I want to be like her. I want to do what she's doing. And then that began our journey of working together.
I think back to 4 months ago, and I remember you saying to me, Tina, like, don't let me get away with the BS that I'm going to throw your way. Like, I have a good way of, like, you know, I forget. Do you remember what you said to me exactly? Because it was one of those, like, okay, gotcha, girl. What did you say to me?
I said to Tina, don't let me BS you, please, because I'm really good at that. I help everybody else. I'm such a great coach, but with me, I've got ways to just throw people off. Don't let me do that to you.
And I remember that experience was like, girl, I got you.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you're gonna like get past me. I'm gonna call it forward. And this is the beauty in coaching, right? Our job isn't for people to like us, it's to help us help them get out of their own way.
Yeah.
And so you were very, very coachable. Like, I gotta say that.
Yeah.
And as a result of you really taking yourself on, what have you created in the last 4 months? Like, let's just celebrate you right now. So, for those of you that are watching, how many of you have a hard time really celebrating yourself, sharing your experiences? You kind of feel weird. What will people think? But I just want you to celebrate. Like, what have you created in the last 4 months?
Wow, it's been an amazing journey and I'm so grateful. And I think one of the major things that I have created is that I am definitely now more visible online, from like zero things of me online to my first week of LinkedIn lives. I went live 4 times in that week. So it took me 2 years to do my first live. And then once I finally done my live, I went live 4 times. And now, I have a YouTube channel. I do online lives quite regularly. In terms of results, there's been so many results. I've had over 400,000 views alone on my LinkedIn channel, which is amazing in such a short space of time. I've had over 200 attendees to my masterclasses. I've been featured in an interview that goes out to an audience of over 5 million women from 35 countries around the world. And it really is all about empowering people to unwrap their gifts and step into the power. And by me pouring into myself and taking out time to do the training behind the scenes and get the coaching from yourself, it has enabled me to then be able to pour into other people. And it really does take that inner work first so that I can show up and be there for other people. So those are a few high level achievements that I've got from just being. I stopped dreaming and I started to be who I am in the world. And yeah, I'm just grateful. So thank you.
You're welcome. And, I think about when you shared with me that universities are reaching out to you, social workers, big community of people. Like, how many opportunities have you created to show up facilitating your workshop in big organizations?
Yeah, it's been amazing. And it's like a little ripple effect because, say, for example, I might run workshops for doctors at universities, and then I got contracts with like working with social workers and carers. And also, I got a contract working with a corporate company where I deliver training, coaching for organizations as part of their employee benefits. And that's just on the corporate side. I also have my individual one-to-one clients now that I'm working with too. So it's just the beginning. It feels like I've just restarted from scratch, and it's just going to grow and grow and grow. So it's very exciting.
I remember you saying to me, like, I'm a millionaire coach.
Yeah.
Like, it's already happening. It's already out there. The opportunities are there for me to take. And I remember that experience of I could see it with you, right? And when people hear like millionaire, $1 million, that's just a reflection of the impact in the world. And you are making such a huge impact in the world by giving your gift to others, by showing up. How would you, like, if you bottom lined it, how are you being before and how are you being now?
Yeah. So it's been quite a long journey because before I used to be somebody who wanted to have an impact. I used to make an impact in the world. I done a lot of stuff for free because I just wanted to help everybody. And when you do that, you just give, 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 give. And I wasn't pouring back into myself. So in terms of from then till now, I've had to do a lot of money mindset training. And then when we're talking about the millionaire, it was about, I said, I'm a multi-millionaire. Time just has not caught up yet. So there's just that gap from where I am now to where I'm going to be. And it's not about the money, it's about the impact in the world that you have and that ripple effect on thousands to millions of lives around the world. So yeah, it's been that journey.
Yeah. And I think for those of you that are watching right now, it's pretty easy to see who she's being: confident, self-expressed, motivational, inspiring. Like, you are such a bold ass leader for change. For
Thank
like, what a powerful stand you are for what's possible in the world. And just share with us, because I know some people have watched your other video, they signed up for your master classes. But how do you help people? Like, what is it that you do? Because I want people to get a sense of, listen, if this is something that you need to, clearly this is the person that's going to help you get there.
Yeah. So I run a business called Born with a Gift, and it's all about empowering people to unwrap their gifts and step into their power. Now, I mainly work at the moment with professionals and entrepreneurs who may be at a stage where you are working in a job or career or even a business, and you feel that there's something more that you should be doing. You have this urge, this burning passion and desire that there's something more that you should be doing, but you're not quite sure exactly what it is. I've created an Unwrap Your Gift framework where we start to look at your vision, your goals, we explore your inner gifts, and then we work on procrastination. There's a whole framework that I have that takes people from where they are now of not knowing what their gifts are or not knowing what the next steps are to having a clear plan that they can execute and work on. And it's because I had that same space years ago where I knew there was something more. I had all of this inside me, but I was working, looking out the window, thinking, when can I go home? I know there's more I need to do. I just don't know where to start. So
Yeah.
I am that light for other people as my life coach was back then for me. So that is it. That's it.
That's beautiful. And I just know that there's so many people. We were talking about it yesterday with my team, this whole phase of like resignation. Like, people are resigned to the fact that it's ever going to be different. They're in jobs that they don't love. They're just putting in their time, waiting for retirement. And I say, time is ours. And life is happening now. And if you know that there's something more, maybe there is a gift that is inside of you that you haven't explored yet, that you haven't quite figured out. But if you know that there is something and you can feel it in your gut, in your heart, in your soul, I mean, it's worth a conversation with Careeta, because we only get one kick at this can of life.
Yeah.
And I remember, being a teacher and feeling like I was wishing my life away. And I know, stop dreaming, start being. this being is what's going to get you to take those bold, courageous actions to step into your gift fully and recreate a whole life.
Absolutely. When you focus on your being, you get present to who you are right now, and then you can create who you want to be.
I do. I got to ask you this question because when I first heard about this whole way of being, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I am the way that I am. I like the way that I am. There's nothing wrong with me. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. There isn't anything wrong with me. I'm not broken. I don't need to be fixed. And I get to shift so that I can fully step into my power. But it was so foreign to me, this concept of what? Have confidence? What do you mean? How do I go get that? No, we get to be it.
Absolutely. It's a practice. It's a
Yeah.
practice. We be now, and we be now again, and we be now again. And even with the whole live, I felt nervous. I thought everything needed to be perfect. And I said, well, step back, Careeta. Who are you being when you choose not to show up live? Who are you being when you choose not to share your gift with the world? Well, I
Mm,
choose to be courageous and bold and powerful and visible so that I can reach people who need to hear this message. So I
mm.
will be that courageous, bold, and powerful woman to make that possible. And
Uh,
that's who I choose to be.
Yes, it's a choice. Being is a choice. You know, when my coach stretched me to create an event on Friday, I thought, wait a minute, it's Tuesday. That's just not possible. Like going into the mechanisms of how I'm supposed to do it and the outcome, and nobody's going to come, and there's not enough time. And I was just like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Who do I get to be right now? I am a loving, courageous, powerful leader. And if I was really willing to believe that I'm loving, courageous, and powerful, what would I be doing? I would just create an event. I would contribute to people. I would put it out there. Whoever shows up, shows up. And if people don't show up, they don't show up. I'm not attached, but I get to practice just being life is now. And let's just create it. So it's such a beautiful space to be in, don't you think? Like just to be able to see I can shift like that.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
So Careeta, I want to first of all, I want to acknowledge you for really being the type of person that's willing to look at themselves without running away.
Yeah.
And that really speaks to like the level of growth that you've experienced because you saw yourself, you didn't run away, you took it head on. Thousands of views, hundreds of people in your live workshops, people lining up to work with you, people wanting you to facilitate workshops around the world. I mean, girl, you are unstoppable. You are bold. You are courageous. And I am so grateful for you.
Thank you so much, Tina. I really got your acknowledgement. Thank you.
I can't wait to see what's next, what you're creating. I know you got like a book idea, world tour, like impacting millions and millions of lives. It's happening. So just thank you for who you are and your contribution, truly.
Thank you so much. It's been such an honor. And anybody who's thinking about enhancing their way of being, work with Tina. She is the being lady.
I think you said that to me one time. You're like, Tina, your gift is being. Like,
Yeah.
you are a being coach. You
Yeah.
help us to shift our being. I'm like, oh, that kind of resonates with me, the being coach.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh my gosh, girl, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for taking a chance on you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so grateful for your friendship, for your partnership. And I can't wait to watch you from the sidelines and see all the miracles you create in the world.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Lovely.
you. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Bye.